Hey everybody, sorry if that beeps a bit too much there. Excuse me. I am back with my second stream of this evening. I had to cut the stream short. Well, I say short. I was streaming earlier and it was about 3 hours 10 minutes, but I had to stop because I had to head to Asda. So yeah, I'm just having a snack at the moment. Hang on, where's the camera? For some reason it's mirrored. The camera's mirrored. These are ultimate noodles then, the naked noodles. And these are Japanese style chicken flavour. They're just noodles, but they are, the flavour is really, really nice. I've only got a little bit left. So, yeah, as I said, I just posted on Facebook, I'm back for a second stream tonight. I will be resuming the terrain modeling in Unity engine with some relaxing music playing in the background. This is really relaxing and it really suits making this terrain, you know. But I said I don't expect many people to watch this nerdy stream because most people prefer watching my DJ streams or my raving type streams with all the lights and everything and that. But the gear's not set up at the moment. I've seen people come on my Facebook expecting music, DJ streaming and that, and it's me sat here nerding out with Unity engine. Anyway, if you didn't catch the first part of this stream, I do apologise. I've got a cold at the moment, so I'm a bit sniffy and coffee. Talking of coffee, to drink coffee, I've got another one here. I had to nip off to Asda, get some milk, a few other things, so that's why I stopped the stream earlier. I'd ran out of milk, so I've now got coffee with milk. I had to have a sachet of coffee earlier, and they're all right, but you can't beat a proper mug of coffee. But I do thank my brother. I do thank my brother for sending me those coffee. I can't talk. Coffee sachets. That's it. Right. You know what? I really enjoyed these noodles. I'm just gonna bung these here for the moment. But I really enjoyed creating this terrain. Now, this is low poly terrain, and it's done using a plugin called plugin by Pinwheel Studio, and the plugin is Polaris, the low poly ecosystem. So I can use it to create low poly. Low poly is kind of like the blocky type graphics that you get, cartoon style. Because the terrain engine in Unity, you can create some quite realistic looking scenes, but that won't fit this project that I've got on. That I'm working on right now. I need low poly, so I'm using the Pinwheel plugins, and that comes with Poseidon, which does the ocean, Polaris, which does the terrain, and Poseidon is the ocean, sorry, and Jupiter, which does the sky. But you'll see it all properly when I press play here. Play is kind of like to run the game inside the engine. At the moment we're in scene mode where we edit things, and I've got gizmos on. To give you an idea of the scale of this, let me come down here. He's just floating in the air at the moment. Let me put him down to the ground. Right, there we go. Right, to give you an idea on scale, this is a wizard, and yeah, look. Let me just turn fog off. Why don't you fog off? So yeah, the size of him there, let's zoom out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight him, so that's him there, and we've got all of this. So this is one map, and we're going to have probably 5 maps. Now ignore, I was just going to point at the screen then, you're not going to see it. where the mouse pointer thingy is, ignore that, because that's at the edge of the terrain. So if I turn the water off, so that's the edge of the terrain. So this square here is the terrain tile, so I can manipulate any of this to create terrain, but that's at the edge. But you're not going to see that, that's just at the edge. So we've got the player there, and you know, the player will come all across here and he won't see the edges there, so we don't have to worry about that. So in the last stream, obviously I created this terrain and it was quite blocky, so well, I know it's quite blocky now, but it was a lot blockier than what this is, and I'm quite happy with the way this looked for the style of game that I'm making this for. And I spent most of the time just, you know, adding extra bits to this, fluffing it out, I guess. And then I left it where I was colorizing everything. So if we just zoom in to an area here, so we got, this was like a sand sort of color all the way through, but I've used a gradient. So down here we've got like a mud which is under the water, and it sort of gradually blends into the green. So what I'm going to do now is, well, what needs to be done is I need to add a pathway on this island here going all the way to the end, and then a bridge. Put some buildings in, grass, trees, rocks, things to decorate the island up. And I think it's probably an idea if I do one island at a time. This is the starting island, so we'll start with this first. Thing is, I need to now paint colours in, and when I paint the colours in, it's going to look really rubbish. I try not to swear in my stream. It'll look really rubbish, but then once I add the extra things in, it kind of masks it out, if that makes sense. Right, so I think a lot of the objects that I'm going to place in now will be, they're already made, they're in folders, so I'm going to just place a house in here, and then I get an idea of where I can pad out the terrain, put trees and grass and everything in there. So I'm going to go and find what I was going to use. Now, hang on. I know there's people watching now that would rather I do a DJ stream, but as I've mentioned before, I've had to take a break just because my health's been quite bad, but I will get back to it soon, I promise. Right, let's just have a look. Hang on, I'm getting lost. Right, there we go. Should I have one large house or two smaller houses? One large house and a little house. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout that. So this will be the large house here. Now I need to fix this because there's some issues. But what I'm going to do is, right, that's a side door. I want to find where's the front door? Round this way here. Right, so I'm going to rotate this a bit. See, look, there's a. I need to fix that gap there at the top. So I'm going to rotate this around. Actually, I want it 90 degrees. So there we go. And right, let me just find my bearings for a second. Let me move this. Ooh, come on. Let me move this back here. Right, so the player's there. You can just about see him. That's the VR player here. He needs to move. Ooh, hang on. Global and pivot. And we go there. Right, so this is the player. He hasn't got a body at the moment, just hands. And he is going to start round about here. So this house I want to move up that way a little bit. I've just noticed there's colliders. These colliders are off, so I'm probably going to have to remove some of those colliders. Colliders, if you don't know what they are, if you can see these sort of green lines, they are kind of like boundaries. Like if I was playing this as the player and I hit one of those boundaries or the green lines, it's a collider, I won't be able to walk through it, if that makes sense. So that's going to cause an issue when we come up to here. Those colliders are off, so I need to find where that is on that model and move it. And this is the wrong way around, so we're going to spin it. Well, that's the front door there. Hang on. Ooh. So this one's... you know what? Delete that. Too much hassle. We'll go with this one here. That's better. And it's the right way round. So I think the colliders are fine as well. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna move this one over to here. I'm gonna duplicate it and move that one there. I'm gonna move it. It can fit in just before this hill there, and then this one here, like that. Now let's move in. Yep, there we go. Right, so the player, actually they could do with being moved back a bit. Yeah. So move them back a bit, like that. They can come back just a little bit more, like that, and I'm just going to move them down slightly. There we go. Right, boom. Right, this needs fixing, because if we go in here, oh, it's not showing up now. Oh, I fixed it. Ha! Ooh, I fixed it last night. Yeah. Right, just give me a second. I'm going to drink some of my coffee because it'll get cold otherwise. I will try not to slurp. I just have to say, right, the best part of doing this, especially for VR, is you spend ages creating all of this, and then you save it, you put the headset on, you go and press play, and rather than looking at the screen, you're actually standing in there, standing in what you've created. I just cannot explain what that feels like. It's just crazy. Right, so we've got the buildings in there, just 2 of them. There's going to be different buildings in this game, isn't there? They're all not going to just look like that. Now I can start working on pathway. Sorry, I'm getting messages come through. My brother. Yeah, I was supposed to be out tonight meeting my brother and 2 of my cousins, but I didn't go because I've had a bad health issue, but I've started to get over that now. That's why I've not done any of the DJ streams, and to top everything off, I've caught a cold. So decided to stay at home. But I'm glad to see his home now anyway. Because we're living in crazy times at the moment. Like, in London there is so many fights and stabbings, it's just crazy. Anyway, I don't want to get into negativity. This is a relaxation stream, I guess. Right, so now I want to, before I put the trees and all the other things in like grass, I'm going to get the spline tool and make a pathway going from about here all the way up to here, and then up here we'll have a bridge go across. I'll put the bridge in, but I'm mainly going to focus on this island first of all. If I want to experiment with a few things, I can probably go to one of the background islands. That way it doesn't matter too much. And if it works, I can put it into one of the main islands. Right, so I'm going to get the spline tool. Before I do anything else, I am going to create some folders and just do some tidying up. So I'm going to call this environment. If I could spell, I'm going to create some subfolders. Buildings. And I'm just going to put these two buildings into that folder there and close that up. Create another folder, and this will be terrain, ocean, sky. That way it keeps things tidy, because otherwise in the hierarchy on the left hand side here it can get quite hectic. So so we'll put this and this into this folder, and we'll create another empty, and this can be AI, and the wizard can go in there. Game object, game manager, game. So UI and everything can go in this folder, game systems, and then we've just got the player. So excuse me. I'm gonna create another one, lighting, and gonna do some. Sorry, this is just basic work, because if I don't do this, it gets very messy. So we're gonna have baked lights, real-time lights, because this is probably gonna have quite a few. And enviro light. And we'll put the directional light in there. Boom. And the water in there. And there we go. We've just got, rather than have loads of files taking up the whole thing, everything's sort of organized now. So I need to now find. We've got the wind zone, so you're not going to see it now, but once the grass and some of the tree, there are some trees that are not affected by wind, but the grass and flowers will move in the wind. Right, so I want spline. I've got to now remember how to use this. Right, so yeah, I have to add a modifier, path painter, and this is the path painter here. The path, I don't want it white, it can be kind of like a greyish colour. I've just realised I'm just going to change screens quickly, because when I'm dealing with some settings, I've just realised it's not showing up on the screen. There we go. Yep. So I just had this tool up here, and just changing the colour. So we'll go with the grey. So what I'm going to do is, we've got swatches here, but I sometimes find they disappear on me for some reason. So I'm going to copy that. I've got my notepad up here. I'm just going to go down. That up there was sand. And down here, path. That way I can just copy and paste. I don't want it to be metallic. So I want it to really start from about here. Right, so we've got one there. One. Whoops. I'm thinking I may have to change the colour. Now I know that looks pixelated, but it won't be once I've finished. Right, I'm just going to move that. We're going to have a bridge, so I'm just going to bring that to about there. And what I'm going to do is just paint this out a little bit. So this is the splines. I've got to remember now what it was. Right, smoothness. Right, make it a bit wider. Let's get the wizard. Where did the wizard? Where did? Can't even talk. Where did the wizard go? There he is. Come on, it's not clicking. There he is. Move him over here. Go back to the spline. Oh, come on. Move him to about there. I think that'll be fine. And a bit like that. To be honest, I probably want this pathway to be quite big, because obviously, hang on. Right. Right, that will do. So sometimes I forget. Spend ages creating a path, and I forget to click apply. So click apply, and there we have our path. I know that looks rubbish right now, but when this has the trees and everything added, it will look a lot better. Just going to give you an example. That's just a still image from what I'm doing right now is the VR version, but that's a still image from the flat screen version, but unfortunately I've lost that part of the project, so I've started again. But you can see the terrain there. I will show you another image. Just give me a second. Just gotta find where I've placed them. We've got that one there. So that's kind of what this will end up looking like once I've got everything placed in. Wow, I've done half an hour of the stream already. Right, let's get back. Right, so now, really, I think that path should have been a different colour, a bit darker. I think maybe that. Let's have a look. Let's just get that picture. Sorry, got to get the other picture back on. I think I'll go with that. So I'm just going to click apply. Hello Alison, welcome back. The light looks cool in the second picture. This picture here with the lantern. Actually, yeah, I need to put some lanterns into here as well. Okay, so I'm going to drag this lantern in here, and we'll put it to about 90. Boom, and bring it back. I think, excuse me, I think this should be kind of about here. You know what? I am really enjoying streaming while I do this. Right, I'm just going to go to my materials folder if I can find it. There we go. I'm going to create a new material. War lantern. Going to bung that onto the lantern, and what colour should we make it? I guess kind of like a black colour. Make it metallic. I suppose a bit like that. I don't know though. If you look at it, it looks metallic anyway, so we'll go with that. And the thing is, once the light is on there, right. So what I'm going to do is right click on that. I'm now going to create I guess a cylinder. Whoop, it's big. I'm going to get rid of the capsule collider, and I'm going to shrink it down. There we go. And I'm going to put this inside the lantern. I'm actually going to probably change the color of that lantern because I don't like it. It actually looks like a candle at the moment. Just make sure it's lined up okay. Right, so this can go about there. That's it. Right, and that light was kind of orange in color, wasn't it? Let's try this here. And let's swap sunny day for night. Where's my prefabs? Prefabs folder, where is it? Here. Would it be level pieces? Yep. Gonna put the starry night sky in for a moment and switch off the sunny day sky and the directional light. You know what? I'm gonna create a new material, but before I do that, let's get the cylinder object, right click, light, create a point light. I'm gonna put the range, oh, you know what, we'll leave the range at that, and we'll go with like an orange type color, I guess that. I'm gonna put the intensity up a bit because this will be a baked light, I think 1.55, and I'm just gonna change the material. I'm gonna create a new one. Lantern light, there we go. Then I can use it for the other lights. Right, let's put this back onto there. Lantern lights. We'll go with like, I'm gonna just copy that color for a moment, and we'll do the emission. I hope you can see this. I hope I'm not in in the way, the camera of me. We're gonna go HDR. I'm gonna copy this color here, and we're gonna up. Oh, that's too fluorescent. So we're gonna come to about there, I think. There. Whoops, too much. I think about there. Thing is, that light in that picture, let me have a look. Got to remember it's daytime in that picture there, so the lighting is something I can tweak anyway. But I'm thinking maybe the lantern should be almost the same colour as the wood on that building. So I'm just going to turn the lighting off. I'm going to create another material, and we'll call this wooden mat. And I'm going to get the swatch, go with that, and bring it onto there. And let's put the lighting back on. I think maybe it looks no different, does it? Doesn't look any different to. That'll be alright like that, I think. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to unpack that side light. Whoops, I can't spell. Oh, now I've deleted the whole thing. where did I put it? In here, buildings. I'm gonna drag that into this one. Gonna go to overrides, apply all. Now we have one there magically appear. I'm just gonna quickly save this. And now we have two little lights. Right, I've got to go back. So that's basically how I do lighting in here, in Unity. I do spend a bit longer doing it. I mean, like at the moment, the rig I've got in here is for daytime. If I get my other player prefab in, which I've set up for nighttime, it should look a little bit different. So there he is there. Get rid of him. Actually, it doesn't look... Well, it doesn't look much different. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's delete him. Sorry, I'm coughing down the microphone. Right, I'm going to now remove the night sky. Whoops, let me undo that. Yeah, remove the night sky. Put the directional light back on. And put the sunny day sky back on. Have we got the fog on? No, I switched the fog off. So the fog's back on now. Yeah, I'm probably going to switch the lights off when it's daytime. But I could have it where the sky fades to night, and then when it gets to a certain point, as it's fading into night, the lights can come on. Or I could animate someone walking along lighting the lights up. My coffee's got a little bit cold. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna get back to the building, the level build, the terrain now. Let me just close that up, close that up, close that up, and what am I doing? Yeah, just gonna switch it off. There we go. Alright, now it's daylight. I can now tweak this colour. Really, I'm just going to move my camera because it's kind of in the way. Where are we? Ooh, I just moved on the screen. No, because it's on the right hand side here. It's hiding some of this. The only problem is I've got this flipping activate Windows. I sound German there. Windows. I should really do that, shouldn't I? Especially if I'm streaming. But anyway. Yeah, so going to edit this colour. You know what? That will just do. That will do it. I'll be here for hours just tweaking colours otherwise. Right, so we've got two buildings in here. Now these buildings have got what's called LODs, which is level of detail. So if I just open this up here, right, let's go over to this wall and I'll show you what LODs are. It means it's level of detail. So you've got level of detail 0 and then 1, 2 and 3. So if I switch, hang on a minute, it's not going to let me show you. Yeah, it won't let me show you. Basically, level of detail is when you've got, when you're playing the game, when you're far away, it'll just be basic, really rubbish textures. But the closer you get, the level of detail will change until you get up close, and then, you know, it's like a 4K or 8K resolution textures. That's why in some games, when you're walking along, you see things sort of change as you get closer to them. Right, let's... Ooh, hang on. Oh god, I just pressed something again. It's alright, nothing's been ruined. You can right, just going to show you something quickly. You can tell I'm in for quite a long night tonight. I've got myself some pretzels and some Turkish Delight. I'm going to have a Turkish Delight now. I could do with another coffee, but better not this time of night. Plus my blood pressure's a bit high, so I won't. Blood pressure's high, yeah, I'm eating this. Oh well. Right, so back on to terrain, and we're going to go with the foliage painter. So on the right hand side of the screen here, we see some trees and dead trees and things like that. But I am going to go with grass first. So paint grass. So we've got these grasses. I can add more objects in. Just give me a minute. The problem is though, some of them won't react to the wind. Let me just show you. I'll just put the brush size down to 10. Density to 100. And now I can paint grass. Look. I'm gonna remove it. I'm just showing you that, you know, you can go along and paint the grass. So I'm going to remove this now and do it properly. So what I'm going to do is make the grass quite thick around the edges of this path and then gradually fade it out. I'm going to start off with this grass first and then I'll dot the flowers in afterwards. So I'm going to put the brush down to about 5 and 3. Yeah, that'll do. And I'm going to zoom in. Actually, I'm going to put that down to 2. Just oh shit. There's so many keys and buttons to remember for this. Right, I'm just going to erase that, and I want to put this in here like this. as you can see, the grass is blowing in the wind slightly. I can change the force of the wind. Now this grass is what they call billboard, because if it was a proper 3D object, you're looking at very slow frame rates, because you know, look how much grass is just in that area there. So we use billboards. That means it's just like a flat object, so it's easy to render. Right, I just got to remember we're going to have a pathway here, so I'm going to remove that. We'll have grass there and there, actually not there, just we'll move it to about here. So we'll have that pathway going up here, which I will paint in by hand, and then we'll have another pathway. Actually, let me get rid of that. And there. Another pathway coming there. So I'm going to zoom in now. This area around here I'm going to hand paint, so I'm going to leave the grass for that area for the moment. Actually, I'm just thinking about changing the brush. That's it. I'm going to go up to 5. Hang on a minute, let's you know what, I'll stick with the brush I had, because I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. And let's that's better. And then I'll just gradually fade this grass out. This is, you know what, this is like, I've painted pictures in real life and in VR, and this is just as relaxing and satisfying as painting in real life. Like painting with paints, but instead I'm painting 3D objects. This is really just to hide that horrible transition. In fact, I think I've gone a bit too... I think I've done a bit too much on the edges there, but never mind. Oh, I've just gone over the path. That's it. Well, what we're going to have as the path anyway. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of these flowers in, and I'm going to put the density down to about 5. Yeah, radius can stay as 1, and we'll put some flowers in. Sorry if I go quiet when I'm doing this. It's just with the music playing, and or rather the soundscape, and just painting this in, it's just really relaxing, and my mind just gets lost. Right, I've just got a few flowers, I think a couple in there. I do think that I've gone a bit overboard with the grass there, but we will slowly transition that out. Let's try the rocks. Actually, I'm gonna delete those. Oh no! Undo. How comes that deleted the grass? It shouldn't delete the grass. It should only delete the rocks. The rocks, I think, maybe along the edges. It's kind of really layering things in. I'm guessing this path has been used quite a bit. I'm just thinking, rather than paint a path in like what we've got here, they could have kind of like a cobblestone path, but it's going to look a bit odd when it joins up, so I'll leave that. Wow, I've been this second stream has been going for an hour already. Right, gonna go back to the grass, and that was a density of 100, so I think we'll go with about 40. radius. You know what? This is density of 40, and I'll lower the radius. Radius to about 5. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I'm just looking for this, which I'm going to place down. I'm going to put 2 of these down. So they're going to have kind of like a little area that they grow food. It's not going to be anything, it's just decoration mostly. I'm going to place this about here. They can have 2 of these. Little gap so they can. Oh no, we'll join it. There we go. And let's get the foliage. That's it. Trying to blend some of these lines in. But it doesn't matter too much because there's going to be trees might just put a little fence around this. Whoops. There we go. Still looks a bit messy at the moment, but I hope you can see it slowly coming together. Right, so what I'm going to do now is try and put a few trees in along this area here. Most of what the player is going to do and interact with at the start part is we're going to have the teleport system here where he spawns, or he or she, and they can come up. There's a few things to do in this house, and there's someone to talk to, and a few items to pick up before they go over the bridge. So, get some trees in place. We'll go with that. Whoops, hang on. That one's no good there, is it? Or that one. Whoops. Some of these ones back. I don't like something just don't look right with these ones here. Alison says, it's amazing, it's gone from sandy blocks to green oasis in one evening. Yeah, thank you. To be honest though, I'm not that happy with it just yet. But I think it's just, once I get these pathways painted in, which I'm going to do now. Well, first of all, I'm going to save. What was it? Was it this one? Nope. Oh no. Texture. No. There we go. Go with that. Wow. Yeah, Alison, I kind of get what you mean. Once I step back a bit, you can see how different it is now. So this is about the level that you'll be, like height-wise. It looks inviting, like you want to explore it now. Yeah, I might get the VR headset set up in a minute and just have a look, see what it looks like. Stepping inside. But I'm just looking for... yeah, you can go inside. You'll step up the steps, go inside. I need to put some props and things in here. There's a... in this one, there's a few things you can pick up, or will be anyway. And then in this next one, there'll be somebody you can talk to, and they tell you what you need to do. Sorry, I was just looking online. Wheat crops are bunched together, aren't they? So actually, I'm just thinking maybe oh no, actually, this first one can be wheat. I'm just thinking, wondering if I should take the mesh colliders off of this or not. No, it should be alright. Whoever lives here, they got a diet of wheat and carrots. Yeah, high fiver. Oh, hang on. Right, just gotta save quickly, and if you can see on the left side here, all the items. This is why I try and create folders. To keep things tidy. There we go, tidy. Give this a save. Yeah, it's starting to come, not to life, but how I envisioned it to be. Although I'm not too sure about the grass. I don't know if that's too much. Where's that picture? See, there's not so much there. But there is there. And that is different grass, actually. Actually, yeah, if I put some different grass in as well, it will kind of add a bit to it. Not, I mean, this area here. This area here is like a small little. Well, I say a small little village. There's only 2 little houses, but You get what I mean? It's like a safe area, whereas the other parts ain't safe. This area here, there's none of the bad guys or enemies, so it's a safe area. So I want it to be quite pleasant and nice, but the other areas won't be as pleasant as and nice. So I'm gonna put in some more grass, and it was this grass here. So let's have a look at the brush. I'm gonna put the density down, put it up to about 5. No, because I don't want to go over things like that. Hang on, what grass? Oh, hang on a minute. I must have loaded in different grass. Yeah, what I've done is I've taken one of these and changed the colour. So I've just got to locate where that is. This would be in the Polaris folder. See, this is what I'm using for this, because Unity has got... why am I pointing at the screen? Unity has got all of this built in, but it's to do the realistic side of you know, environments, landscapes, terrain and all that, whereas this is a plugin for this style of game. You know, they called it low poly stylized, so I'm using the low poly tools bundle, which comes with I've said this before, Jupiter, which is the procedural sky, and I've just noticed you can't see that because my camera's in the way again. I'll move myself back to there just for a minute. Yeah, low poly tools bundle, and it comes with the low poly terrain engine, low poly water system, procedural sky, and texture graph. This came in a bundle which I think it was Humble Bundle, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get that because I shall be using that quite a lot. Right, so I need to locate that grass so I can change the colour. Hang on. I don't want to change the wrong thing. I've done that before. Tried to change the colour of something and got the completely wrong thing, and it completely messed everything up. I think that grass is better in the picture that I showed. Let me have a look. Models. I just need to locate where that brush, that grass would be. That's the brushes. See, I can add my own brushes in if I want, and I just drag it into that folder. Shaders, textures, materials, models. Grass blades. Whoops. See? Like that. Right, that's just give me an idea of that. I'm just going to come over to one of these my experiment islands over here, and I'm going to get the foliage painter. We'll do the red one. I'm going to paint that down there, and no, that doesn't work. I can't remember how I changed the material. I've changed the material, but it was quite a while ago, and I cannot remember how I done it. Oh, here we go. Nope. That might be something that I'll have to add sometime tomorrow. I'll have to go through the documentation. That's the thing when you're making a game on your own. You sometimes have to go through the documentation. Right, I am just going to take a quick break. I'll only be a minute or two, but I will be back. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I am back. I've got just opened my pretzels, so I do apologise for any crunching sound. Just think of it as ASMR. Yeah, mic's working now. Right, how long have I been streaming? Whoa, it's gone midnight already. I'm just going to carry on just for a little while longer. It's only because I just opened the pretzels. Actually, what I'm thinking is, does it show in that picture? Sorry, I'm just looking for one of the photos. I'm actually glad I took screenshots. Just looking for. Sorry, I've got to go through quite a few photos, but I just want to have a look. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna. I'll show you. I'll show this one in the stream. This is for something else. I'll just locate. Right, where is it? Ah, there we go. Right, so this is what you can't really see it properly, but this is what. Just say, for instance, this, what you see on the picture there, that's going to be here. So that portal is going to be there, and I think what I'm going to do is put sort of like a rock wall around there. Oh look, there's the sun over there. Oh no, it's not the sun. From here it looked like the sun was on the horizon, but no. Yeah, but anyway, getting back to this, the portal here, and then around the edge some big sort of rocks. So let's find rocks. Oh, that's a big rock there. Look. We'll use that. We'll move it in here. Actually, that works like that. And I don't believe, because the player will start here, do what it has to do in those huts, cross over this way, climb up a thing. Can't think of the word. Climb up something, a platform. Slide over to here, pick up a pickup and kill some enemies. Head up this thing here. Watch out for some. Oh, what's going on here? Hang on. Yeah. So climb up here. There'll be a saw moving along here. You get out of the way of that. You head over onto here. You go up here. and then you're on like a platform bridge that twists around this way. So you're here. Here you've got moving platforms with spikes. If they hit you, they hurt you. You've then got a bridge that when you stop on it, it starts to collapse. You've got to run across really fast. You've got more of those moving platforms. And then down here, you traverse down. There's loads of coin pickups and there's a couple of enemies. You head round to here. You jump. Oh, that's probably have to have another bridge or something. A broken bridge. So we'll have a broken bridge here. So it's broken in the middle, so you'll have to jump. You come over to here. There's those dangerous toxic waste pipes spewing out toxic waste here. I know you can't see it on here now, but this is what it's going to be. You get rid of get through those. You come over to here. You come over. You have to get over that gap onto here. Take a bit of a breather because you're going to need a rest before you do this next part. There's going to be grabbable rocks, so you'll be able to grab them with the controller using the grip button, and you have to climb up. Actually use your hands like that to climb up here. There'll be another moving platform at the end, but pickups. But there will be kind of like a little wooden ledge that you can just stand on to get your breath back, or rest your arms halfway up, and there'll be a heart pickup or something there. And we started there, I believe. So yeah, I'm going through all of this because I want to see if you can see that rock or not. So you come over this way, and I've got to think about how you're going to get over to the other side of here. So you come over onto here, you come all the way down here. There's a few pickups and an enemy, and then you come over this way. You have to get over onto here, and here is where the tornado is going to be, and various different traps moving along. So you've got to be quick to get across, but there will be a heart pickup there. You get over onto this island. Then there's going to be platforms in the sea that raise and lower that will get you all the way around to this island. And on this island there's a gate. Before the gate, pick up spikes and all that sort of thing. Get through the gate, and there's a small army of enemies you have to get through, and traps that if you step on them they release ghosts, and ghosts you cannot kill. You get through them, there's loads of pickups, and there's a portal. You step through the portal, and then you end up, I believe it's on this island here. If it's not this one, it's I've not made my mind up. It'll be either this island here, which will have a rocket on, and a friendly NPC who you'll talk to, and you launch a rocket off into space. Once it gets to a certain height, it opens a portal, and you can get through to the next level. So I'm just going to check this other island here, because I put two islands that are quite high up. You know what, you're not really going to see that rock, and I think it will be this island here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark it so I actually remember. And the best way of marking it would be to create an empty object, a cube, and I'm just going to make it really, really big. Obviously I will remove this once the rocket and everything's in place, but I'm just using this as a marker so I can remember the island that I was going to use. There we go. Right, go back to environment. Rocks. Now I've stepped away from that for a bit, going over through the rest of the map. I'm liking the look of this now. I wasn't too sure at first. That rock needs to come down a bit. Yeah, I wasn't too sure at first, but now I'm starting to like it. It's taking shape now. And it's still in with the original idea for the first level. I'm just thinking maybe I should wrap this up soon. Because my dog's going to want to go for it. Actually, he's fast asleep. Oh, I'll carry on just for a bit longer. I've got my pretzels. Oh, shit. I just dropped them. Oh, fuck it. Actually, this background music, I think it's like 4 or 5 tracks that just repeat. But for me, it doesn't get boring. My dog's just woken up, so maybe I spoke too soon. That's one thing that annoys me when you play a game and the grass, you can see it through the floor of buildings. Right, I am going to give this a... Well, actually, before I do that, this is what it looks like now. Excuse the big cube in the distance there. That's just so I know it's the where the rocket part's gonna go, so that will get removed. But this side you're not really gonna see, so I'm not worried about that looking a mess. In fact, I might even put an invisible wall here so the player can't go across this way. But other than that, it will be an open world. There'll just be some things that will be blocked off. But yeah, compared to what we had when I first started the first stream, we've now got this. Although when zoomed out it does look a mess, but from here, actually, well, yeah, I like how this looks now, even though there's a lot more that needs doing to it. Right, I'm just gonna move him, or rather the player. Whoops. Here. Wow. Yeah. Right, so I'm just gonna save this. I'm going to plug the VR headset in now, and I'm gonna step inside this world, excuse me, and see what it looks like actually stepping inside. Right, just give me a second. I've got to take the headphones off. I've got to mute the microphone. Right, you should be able to hear me now. I'm going to click play. Hang on, just give it a second. The headset is still loading up. Hopefully this works. Just loading now. Taking a while. Okay, my headset, it's showing up games available. There's something called Snakes and Ladders. I don't know if you can hear me yet. It says the microphone's working. So I don't know. Right, we're just loading. Taking a while. Come on. I'm going to take the headset off. Hopefully you can still hear me. Using the headset. It's never usually text.
Oh my god, yes. Right, we have slight wind. I think I'm going to make it a little bit. I think I'm going to put some more wind in. There's the carrots. Obviously, I'm sat down. Should really be stood up. So look out the window. Hello. This might be a bit glitchy because it's running. Well, I've got Unity engine running, and also the game's running in Unity, and I've got OBS streaming. So he ain't going to be able to follow me because I've not put what's called the nav mesh down, but he'll look at me until you get to a certain angle like that. Did he just wink? Obviously, this is your height, but I need to put in a thing, a clicker thing, so you can change your height. Yeah, I've got this device here. It's something I've set up so I can test things out quickly instead of having to traverse through the whole scene on foot. I can do this. Oh yes, yes, I am happy. I am very happy with it. You know, all those few hours I've spent working on this, and now I can walk around or fly around, and with the headset on, that distance fog just looks bloody brilliant. Like, on the screen, it's nothing compared to what it looks like in the headset. And this isn't finished yet. Sorry, I'm shouting. So it's quite a big map really. Remember, this is just a level, and there's going to be 5 levels to start with, and then I'll do some 5 levels to start with, then I'll do some updates and give some free maps, and then I guess a sequel to it. I've already got the idea for the sequel as well. That cube, well, it's more of a rectangle type object now, oblong. That is massive. There's the sun in the distance there. Whoa, now I'm falling. I've dropped the... Boom.
Sorry, I'm beeping away. It's because I've just switched my headset off. No idea if you could hear me talking when I had the headset on, but excuse me. And it probably came out a bit glitchy because obviously I've got Unity engine running, and it's running the game, and it's running the Oculus Rift software, and I'm streaming at quite a high bit rate as well. So yeah, it's been a good few hours of development. I guess about 5 hours now, and we've got this all done. But yeah, I'm happy with this. What's my dog doing? He did wake up. Yeah, I think I'll leave this here now. So I might come back on tomorrow, or well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning nearly now. So I might come back on later today. If not, I will be on again. You know what? I'm going to come back on here again tomorrow because I enjoy doing this, and it yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, but I don't know what time. No idea what time. Probably, yeah, no idea. Sometime tomorrow. But I did promise one of my friends that I would do some virtual reality trucking in a convoy type thing. So gotta do that as well tomorrow. But I probably won't stream that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Let's just have another look. Yeah. Right. Thank you for watching. I hope whoever did watch didn't get bored. I apologize, I haven't done any DJ streaming for a while. I don't know when I will be doing that again. I will be trying to stream more often, although I say that every time. But when I do stream, it'll be different things. Things like this. Probably play a few of my favourite games and chat. I don't know what else really. I'll see what I can think of. But I think it's mainly going to be things like this. So yep, going to leave it here. If you did watch this, stay safe, stay well. Thank you to Alison for watching both streams and not getting bored. You know what, I could carry on for a good few more hours, but I really do need to walk my dog, and I think my neighbour's at home and he doesn't want to hear me talking and getting excited about things in VR. Right, bye everybody. I really do hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye.